Looks like it's active.
That's better.
Requires more order and more? Yeah, primordial. So what does that? Oh, this does. Actually very useful. That's a good one too. Good idea, 'cause yeah. Probably go with that. Every single time I boot up this game, I realize that I probably forgot what I'm supposed to do for my character, what I've had planned. I could probably write it down. I don't know. Once I map out a plan of how I want to build my character, I feel like that will ruin some of that magic of putting it together. Then again, some people derive a lot of enjoyment from making a plan and sticking to it, so I won't knock it. It's just not my style. Yeah, I think everything's set up. Yeah, I cleaned out all my inventory and stuff. Alright, screw it. Let's just go. Gonna go beat up the Lord because he's bad and possessed. My nose is itchy. Uh-oh. These damage fields everywhere. They are. What's my resistance now? 45%? Dang. I heard me smashing something on the other side of the wall. Ow! How'd you get over there? Oops, did Smash the zombies, smash the zombies. You're really trying to tell me that no one noticed all the dead people underneath here? Like, all of them? They're digging themselves out of the ground at various locations. Like, well, various locations. Like, everywhere. You know, corpses stink, right? Yeah, but you can use embalming fluid and it makes them not stink. No, embalming fluid stinks. Not as much as a corpse, but still. Still smells. They'd be using a lot of it, man. This would be like seeping into the water and crap, and because I'm pretty sure this is just ground, and if they can dig themselves up and out of it. Ew. Did they do the whole thing where they oh, what was it? I believe there's a story where people made a wall or a building and they used people in between the stones. Did they do that for the floors of this place? Why'd you do that? Did you know bone and meat is... that doesn't really make very good mortar as far as I know. I suppose the stuff in the ligaments and things could kind of like dissolve and crust into this material that could hold things together, like glue essentially. But I think that would require more than just throwing a body down there. I don't know. I feel like it would actually structure weaker. Those damage fields are really powerful. I don't like them. No, these guys hit hard. Done. No, no freezing. Ah! So, flesh. Was it a flesh wart? I think it was glowing. Ow. Ow. Boom! Ugh. Smash it. Thank you. Need to upgrade my damage so I can deal with more things at once. I know there's a way that we didn't do. We can knock down a wall or something. You knocked down a wall. How'd you get in there? The lost spider, the lost storeroom of the cellar. Do. Ugh, I feel kind of gross right now. Hear something that sounds like a dead person, right? It's just no music. And they're all wearing headsets. So it's an Arcanist Demolitionist set. Interesting. Well, that's a cold damage weapon. The Demolitionist is usually about fire. But it says down there in the set when you have 4 of them, I'm pointing with my finger because, I don't know, I'm dumb. If you have 4 items in the set of the Marauder's Justice, like ammo belt, gloves, fury, and stuff like that, then you get +1 to all skills in Demolitionist and Arcanist. I just thought it was interesting because that deals primarily cold damage. I guess it works out. Ooh, they have an overseer up there. Those are buff. I was going to call them buff balls because I was going to say I was going to shave off the beginning of eyeball. And then I realized that sounds weird. And I still said it because, well, I already said a chunk of it. If I was able to get Dungeon Siege Legends of Arana, I'd probably play that too. Because that's actually fun. The first Dungeon Siege isn't bad, it's just I like having more. Expansion is not bad. Boy. Yep. Also producing buff. Double buff mayhem! Ow! Regenerate. Boom. We are 321. It's probably higher than that. You can also see how upset they're getting with us. Kind of. Despised. Hostile. Open a stun for you. Armor. Didn't want to actually attack that. You. I also have a barrier. Yeah. Okay. I like that armor. That is a very, very good ring. Not just because it'd be good for a demolitionist. Field command. Oh, that's cool. Field command is a soldier ability. I think it's right here. No, it's Warcry. There it is. You just give allies around you extra offensive and defensive ability. It is actually very nice. Increasing their armor by 5% is good too. Then the extra spicy addition to it increases all damage by 8%. That's nice. Plus attack speed and casting speed. You kind of get a little bit of everything with a soldier, and it is just a good class. I don't keep saying that. I just stress it. It's a good class. All of them are pretty good, actually. It's just the soldier is probably one of the better ones in this issue. I'll probably say that too. I think Tainted Hounds used to inflict even more damage. They were strong. Hey. My basic attack does not do very much damage. No. But when those freaking proc, holy crap. I need to up the chances of those happening. Because every ability we get has a chance of going boom. The Oathkeeper has the Smote ability, which would be doing extra damage if these were actually undead. They are zombies, but they're not zombies. They're either corruption, which is different. I guess whatever they are animated by is not the typical sort of animating use. Lightning bolts. Can't really tell. Oh, he's shocked me! Uh-oh. What's that? Hellspawn? Ow! Hurts! Mesmer! You get your weird bleeding butt out of here! will pound the daylights out of you. Ah! This corrupted version. Ow! Is really, really strong. What is his name? Banzale, or Banzal, I don't know. Hellborn? Hellborn! Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Are those the hellhounds that you can get as a freaking occultist? I think they are. So it was summoning most likely the hellhounds that you can get as an occultist. They are a pet, and when they finally do bite the dust, they go boom! And they injure things around. They're mean. Kind of. Essential. Oh. I don't like the lack of resistances on that. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna go sell. There's more magical stuff in this game than not.
Anything you like?
Look at this. Magic pants. Magic this. Rare that. Which is probably also magic.
Mine well spent.
I'll check that against whatever happened here. Oh. Eh. Sure, why not? Oh, I don't think I like this one. I'm probably gonna get my butt handed to me because I think I remember this one. Yeah. It's a very, very bad one. Ah! Behold, the Flesh Hulks. We find these much later in the game, and they are annoying, because they can do that. They have a slam stun. They have a charge attack. And they also do something else that's annoying. Another enemy that we were supposed to see later in the game. Ow, 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 ow! Oh, crap. There's so many of them! Ah! I know there are a lot of dead bodies here, but how are you animating so many of these? Oh, God, it hurts. Is there a limit to how many they can spawn? This is nuts. They're all projectile, too. Oh! Oh my God, you suck so much. Ah! Keep creating damage areas, too. My world for a Blackwater cock. Ow! Ow! I need to get to the reanimators, but there are 3 of them. Oh, you're reflected too. Oh, you're such a jerk. goes through the wall. I saw that. These also don't give any experience. So mean. Ah! Stop throwing Tiberium at me! Stop throwing him through walls! Ah! Ah, there's so many. I can't even get close. I don't want to get boxed in. Is there a way around? No, there isn't. Okay, that's one. You're all the way over here. Hurts. That's right. All right. Where's the last one? Did I get it? I thought there was a third one. No, it's still active. He might have teleported back. Shoot! Elementium. Wait, that's something from World of Warcraft. But in this case, it's a shield instead of material. Is it Elementium? It's in the Twilight Highlands, I want to say? I don't know, I never really played World of Warcraft 2 in depth. I have a butter knife with me right now. Well, wait a minute. I probably do actually somewhere. I can use a butter fork. What about a butter mace? Got one of those. And if I had meatballs right now, like, you know, meatballs, like a bowl of them, I would just eat them. Like, I would not have them. Thank you for making me hungry again. I literally just ate something. Oy. I can't have spaghetti with meatballs. It might make me sick. It has tomato and other stuff in it that can react badly with what I have right now. And it's really disappointing. Because I really want spaghetti with meatballs. Or just meatballs in a marinara sauce. And we're talking like use beef, use some sausage and stuff. That way it gives the meatball some zip. And then you cook it in a marinara sauce, you bake it in the oven. And then you get these hoagies, you make meatball subs with them, and you dip them in the marinara sauce. And ooh, it's so good. I love tomatoes. I love them. I can't have them right now. There it is! Oh no, it's like, ow! Who's shooting me? Ah! He's Wooly! I'm not used to being this durable, for one. And for two... Ooh. No, they are exclusive to tomato sauce, but they can have a lot of fat and stuff in them. However, I did have a burger at my parents' place. It was so good. It was a homemade sort of burger where you take the beef and stuff, and you bake it in the oven. Well, you take the beef and you throw in like onions and all kinds of stuff just straight in the meat, and garlic, stuff like that. Then you bake it. And we had that on a flat, firm sourdough style bun, where it was kind of more like a slice. It was in between a slice of bread and a bun. And oh, it is some tasty sourdough. I love sourdough. I'm weird. I like sour food. A lot of people really like spicy food or sweet food. I love sour. Like tangy, almost sour tomatoes, or like a marinara sauce that almost has a sour zip to it. Oh, it's so good. I even have orange juice, and I'm not supposed to drink orange juice because it's really acidic. So my orange juice is going to waste. I'm really disappointed because I love orange juice. Ugh. But anyway, I had 2 of those burgers that my parents made. You just smush all that stuff together, you bake it, and you slap it on there, and I had 2 of those and it didn't make me sick. So maybe I can have meatballs, I don't know. I'd be excited if I could, honestly. What's this? The Brimstone Repeater. Now this is a very fun weapon for a demolitionist because it adds +4 to Fire Strike. Fire Strike is kind of like Cadence, where you just replace your default attack with it. Makes your attacks fiery. Works with guns and melee weapons. And long story short, it's pretty good. And this makes it better. Long story short, I use this a lot when I'm a demolitionist. Until, of course, it gets outclassed, but it takes a while. Oh, man. How good would it be to have, like, a good meatloaf with, like, a thick gravy? I know this person in the building who makes, like, a very, I don't know how to describe it. It's just the most tasty gravy I've ever had. Again, it's just something that it has zip to it. It has like a, not really a bite, because a bite usually makes me think of it being bitter. No, it has like a strong kick to start off with, and it tastes like regular gravy. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not good with describing food. I just like to eat it and make it. I wonder if I still have the chops to put together a red velvet cake without burning it. When I was in high school, I can't remember if my parents bought the wrong cake mix, but they bought red velvet cake mix, and they didn't want to make it. And I don't know what possessed me to just cook it out of the blue, but I did, and I made it without burning it or ruining it in any way. It was. You know how cake is supposed to be kind of flaky and crumbly? This is not. The way to describe it would be like. You know how brownies are kind of doughy almost? Like they almost feel like you can, like, maybe like a cheesecake, but it's still bread somehow. It's still like a cake bread. So it's very soft. It is really, really good. However, the dye in red velvet is very strong, so it can make you think that you're very sick if you eat a lot of it, because, well, it'll turn your excretia red. Ah! You farting farter! You're also getting a boost from this guy. No, I need to beat the farter's booster. There we go. Now we can fight Gastrus the Foul. Do you know foul old Rod? Yeah, anyone would get that reference. Can I even hand him shrimp? It's not intolerance to my current medication. It is that tomatoes are acidic. And with, well, long story short, with gastritis, it can exacerbate my condition. With gastritis is basically your stomach's too acidic or something has happened and the inside of your stomach is inflamed. It can also include, well, it might be a different name, but it can also do that to your intestines too. And having acidic foods, spicy foods, chocolate, what's it called? Coffee, alcohol, I think soda, and some other stuff can also make it worse. Well, it's possible. that I can have it later on. There's always the potential that I might be semi-permanently on omeprazole. That is a thing that can happen. Omeprazole is a proton pump inhibitor that basically means that your stomach produces less acid, or at least not as often. And there are people who have to take it for the rest of their lives. There are some complications with that, such as developing a calcium deficiency. The bacteria in your guts can also become the bad kind of bacteria, which means that you'll have to have probiotics. And probiotics, the most common form of them is yogurt. And that's fine because I like yogurt. What I at least get to have is I can take a handful of blueberries and throw them into yogurt and just eat it. And, oh, it is good. Just stop talking about food. It's just gonna make me hungry.
See you around.
This was an Oathkeeper, though. Like that. What is this? Resilience? I should also have that too. Dang it! Yeah, but I love tomatoes. I really do. They're like my favorite thing to eat. Fruit, veggie, whatever you want to call it. Shiny red thing that's tasty. Like, you could just chop up tomatoes and sit them in front of me and I'd sit there and eat them. I actually had this because my friend told me about this once, where, oh yeah, just slap a little bit of mayo on there, put some lettuce or some spinach, and then put a couple tomato slices on it and eat it. Trust me, it's amazing. I was like, okay. He's like, wait. You might want to put a little bit of salt on the tomato. Trust me. I had Johnny's at the time, so I used Johnny's, and it's shockingly tasty. Who's messaging me? Yeah, but if and when I get to have tomatoes again, I'll be really excited. It seems like I might be able to have tomatoes rarely, which I'm excited for. I don't know what sets it off. I am not entirely sure. I had an episode and I thought it was my gallbladder, but I'm thinking that it's probably just gastritis because it runs in my family. And I'm getting distracted. Ooh, that is a Counter-Strike oak skin. Oh, that is... You know, I might just keep this. In a couple levels, that's going to be fantastic. I wonder if I could still have pears and stuff. Pears, plums, and things like that. Less acidic fruits. I know I can have blueberries and strawberries, weirdly enough. I get to have beans, I get to have a whole wheat bread, so I can still eat my sandwiches like the horrible food goblin that I am. In fact, I think I've been recovering because I feel less sick than I used to. Let's see here. Yeah, it is more powerful. I've been, one of the symptoms that's been plaguing me since my condition kind of started was nausea. And that made it hard to eat, among other things. And one of the clearest signs for my recovery is I've been hungry constantly. And after not feeling hungry for months, it was almost alien, where I'm sitting there like, what is this sensation? Then it's just raw. And then I end up eating like 3 meals. And yeah. So hopefully it means I'm feeling better. I've been actually prescribed to take omeprazole for 6 weeks.
Oh.
It's possible that they have probably sun-dried tomatoes. They have a lot less zip to them. But what do you mean my setup? Do you mean what my computer looks like? Because my computer's underneath my desk. Or do you mean my recording setup, like the what I'm sitting in? My computer is under my desk, and I don't think my webcam will actually reach. It's nothing really all that special. Oh, what do you mean? What I have in front of me? I could probably do that. That is mine. Ooh, there's another thing that I've been doing. I have an air fryer, so I'll air fry potatoes. I'll thinly slice them and air fry them, you know, a couple times, and they're so good. And they don't have all the oils and stuff in them too, like potato chips and other potato-y snacks. So, yay. All right, let's see if I can move this. An air fryer is, you know what a Dutch oven is? And no, I don't mean the Urban Dictionary version. It kind of cooks things with hot air. It's almost like an oven, but not. Well, a Dutch oven is, it's a specific type of oven that they used. I think it's actually like a travel style oven that you could use to bake bread. Because normally you couldn't. Long story short, I remember I was curious about this because I was looking at equipment in D&D of all things. And I was like, I wonder if there is a way to actually bake bread on the go. And lo and behold, a Dutch oven is what it is, but it's like a freaking 20-pound pot that has this weird construction to it. But an air fryer, yeah, the main thing is it fries things without immersing them in grease. That's a big deal. And no, it's not too much trouble. I'm just getting distracted. Let's see here. Let's see if I can move this without causing any issues. This webcam wasn't cheap, and it was given to me by someone who wanted me to continue doing YouTube stuff. Yeah, I can't move it too far. Let's see if this works. This is difficult. Oh, I know. Hold on. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see if I can get OBS to act normal. What is that? Oh, that's my monitor. You can actually see my screen when I'm doing this. Let's see here. I can't peel it back too far, but my general setup is I'm inside of essentially what is a box. There's my ginger candy, that red bag. That actually makes me not feel sick. So I'm kind of in a studio within my studio apartment. Oh yeah, this is my awesome keyboard with non-clicky keys. They're actually specific switches that are produced. They're called cherry switches, and I think they're actually made in Germany. They don't have a little clicker at the end. They work on a little pressure thingy or whatever. They're really, really nice. So, did that give you the look that you wanted? I have to adjust this again. And I thought you wanted to see inside my PC or whatever. I was like, it's not that special. My desk is messy because I chew gum and stuff and a lot of things like that. Let's see here. There's always a little line up here that doesn't quite clear. It drives me crazy. There we go. That should be fine enough. No, my desk goes through stages of messy and clean. Right now it's kind of messy just because by the time I'm feeling better after waking up, I'm already doing something, so I forget. But I go through phases where I spastically clean everything. In fact, the apartment behind me is actually very clean right now. I did a belated spring cleaning, and now everything is nice. I just wish that the people below me would not clog their water pipes all the time. because it makes my water drain really slow. Yes, that is a pop filter. I don't know if it works, but I have it. I don't know. But the Blue Yeti I've had for years upon years, and it is amazing. It is an amazing microphone. The main thing that I do not do that it wants me to do is use it as a primary audio device. It'll want you to route your audio through it, which I think is strange. So I just don't use that feature. There we go. Yeah, I guess it's for like when you're right up on your microphone. I guess I could use it for if I lean into my microphone sometimes to say something really, really audible, but usually I don't.
See anything you like? Time well spent.
If I want to make something sound weird or want to put emphasis on it, then I just edit it in post. It's much easier. And I don't have to worry about blowing out people's eardrums in the stream if I miscalculate. I really want to figure out how to put like a specific noise gate on my microphone. So if I go really loud, it'll hit a decibel limit and stop. Well, it's there to look cool, I guess. I could use it to make it so the light that's up beside me not blind me as much. It doesn't really blind me at all, but if it was ever bright, I could just position it between me and it. Be like, haha, light, take that. Well, that actually casts quite a shadow. I gotta be careful, I'm gonna end up kicking dust off of that. No one's gonna see what? The dust? You see me coughing, that's about it. Coughing! Wheezing! You can see my pop filter. Haha! It's right there. How does that feel? I have censored myself. Oh wait, not completely. There we go. I'm anonymous. Nyeh. Where there's a will, there's a way. Wait, what's happening? Was I getting stun locked? Oh! The ability is missing. Ah! There it is. I put it back. It's my own fault. Put that. There's a lot of enemies that reduce your attack speed. What do I win? Do I win a turkey sandwich? I love those. Oh, another thing I don't think I could have is red meat, but I can have poultry, which is fine because I like poultry, like chicken and turkey and stuff like that. Like, oh, that's fine to eat though. Like, yes, I can still eat almost the same. It's kind of disappointing. I did want to get hot wings, and I know I can't have those, so eventually I'll get those, but not now. I was kind of thinking like, donut sounds good, and other stuff like that. Partly because I was at the grocer and they had donuts, and I picked up one for my mom for Mother's Day. Mostly because they're actually out of a dessert item that she likes, which is very disappointing. They're called tarts, where they have like little bits of fruit and grape and stuff in them. It's like kiwi, grape, and some other stuff, and it's all on top of this this cream. And it's really good. Then again, I'm easy to please. I remember I did some reading, and there was this dessert that's literally just chilled, like vanilla, like icing stuff, and then the equivalent of cherry pie filling that's been warmed, and they put both of them into a dish that's half and half, and you basically just kind of scoop one half and then the other, and then eat it. And that's, I remember sitting going like, that sounds amazing. Even though, I guess it's not fancy at all. Again, I'm the kind of monster where if I have like a peanut butter treat or something, I will stick it in the freezer. Chilled, like peanut butter and chocolate is so good. If you're partial to Reese's Pieces, seriously, just put them in the fridge or the freezer for a little bit, then eat them. So good. You might think this is torture for me, but I'm not doing terribly. I'm not like, oh no, I need a Reese's Pieces. Oh. No, I'm fine. I mean, I used to really like soda, and then I cut it off cold turkey, and about 2 months later, I decided to have one. I went, ugh, and I realized that I couldn't drink that brand of soda anymore because it tasted gross now. So then I ended up getting rid of it. I actually have a bunch of candy in my room right now that I haven't had any for about 4 months, and I should actually throw it away because it's probably going to melt during the summer. Hopefully whatever you take care of goes nicely. Some things that can occur in life suck. No! Not the freezy freeze! I wonder if the freezing zombies, they take commissions. Like, could I commission one of them to stand somewhere in my room and make it cold during the summer? It's like a refrigerator with the door open, except for it's always cold and it doesn't use power. Also, it's frozen, so it won't be stinky. Then again, it is dead, so like, that's always a hazard. And they don't allow like shotguns in my building, sadly, so I can't keep the zombie peacemaker in my room. Give them the piece of buckshot. Again, I would like a, what was it? My friend got one of these. It's a Rossi Circuit Judge, where it's like a 410 that can load 44s or 410 shells, and it's a revolver style, and it's just cool. There was also a survival shotgun that held like 410s in the stock, and it held like I think 4 total, but it'd float in water and stuff. And I don't know, I just thought it was neat. I need to find a use for these. I have these on my desk. I used to use them for like Arizona tea and stuff. So I basically partition it into little bottles and then pop them out of the fridge and drink them when I was thirsty. When I wanted something that was kind of slightly sugary. But I didn't want to end up drinking the entire thing. Plus, if you have the container open for a while, it kind of goes off. It goes funny before you can finish it if you don't drink it very quickly. And plus, I wanted potion bottles, okay? I could still make tea and put them in them. I just gotta find a tea that's good when it's cold. The restaurant here, it's a Cantonese one. They would mix 3 types of tea. I think it was oolong, green, and chai, maybe? And it doesn't sound good to mix tea, but whoa, it was amazing. It was so smooth. Tea, when it's strong, usually kind of has like a bite to it. You can kind of like taste a bitter taste, especially when it's not sweetened with sugar. And this had like none. It was so good. I remember I bought a box of that brand, and it was oolong, and if you opened that up, it would make your entire room smell good. I would love just an oolong scented, I don't know, potpourri or whatever. I guess I could always just brew upon it. I have like, I have a kettle that basically just incinerates water. It sounds stupid to say it like that, but long story short, you fill it up with like about a liter or so of water, then you turn it on, and about 2 minutes later it's boiling. It's like it's magic. I don't know. I need to find that brand and buy some more of it. It still is in business. Oh, if you think I'm a monster for eating ginger candy because it's really strong and really, really spicy, I'm poking it as I'm saying this. I use it for upset stomachs. I view that is not candy to me. That is medicine. Because if it was candy and it was sitting right there, there'd be a lot more of it missing. It's very easy to control my vices. I move them out of arm's reach. Because then I don't subconsciously reach for it and eat it. No, I have to get up and go, should I be eating this right now? No, I shouldn't be. And then I'll go and sit back down. I know for some people it's not that easy, but for me it is. It's easy for me to outsmart myself. Is that a good quality or a bad? I'll just take it. I feel like if I was addicted to something like alcohol or whatever, I'd forget that I was addicted to it. Why do I feel bad? Oh, it's gone now. Wait, why do I have like 20 beer bottles in the fridge? What was I doing with these? Oh, they expired like 2 years ago. Okay, I should just throw these out. Dun, 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 dun. I actually do have a bunch of beer in the fridge right now too. I got it as a Christmas present. It's the it's Seagram's, so it's the kind of beer that's really fruity and it's really tasty. But right around Christmas and January was when I had my problem, so I wasn't drinking it because of that. I wonder if you watched a radiation, freaking, there we go, a Geiger counter. Would it tick in this place? Like, essentially, if you were near the Aether crystals, would they be, like, putting out radiation? Oh, no! Run away! Ooh. A book! Gimme, gimme, gimme! No. Okay, gotta get rid of the throwing stuff. I don't like it when they throw stuff at me. They really need to control the dog. Jeez. For real serious, man. That dog's been barking like all day.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna have to eventually make a case and actually point out how many hours of the day it barks for. Because this is getting ridiculous. Origin of the Slith. In all the history of our great nation, there has been no greater atrocity committed than the creation of the vile vermin we call Slith. Part man, part serpent, the Slith were a testament to the dangers of the arcane and served as a driving force behind the formation of the Guildum Arcanum and its tighter sanctions on arcane practices. The Slith owe their existence to the actions of a single individual, Oswald Hargate. Backed by family wealth and a passion for research, Oswald aspired to leave his mark upon the study of the arcane. Little did he know that this legacy would leave a more permanent stain upon all arcanists and their field. Tonight at 11. I was actually able to read that without messing up. Or at least, hesitating. Uh-oh. Ratman, huh? Come get some! Shouldn't you be running? Wait a minute, did that impact, Oh, because they're not allied. Go ahead and try it. I do think spells and abilities, they don't just rely on spirit for damage, they rely on cunning, as in your offense score, to hit. At least some of them do. I think most of the direct damage ones, like, you shoot a projectile. So if you go whole hog, yeah, sure, we'll just go with the euphemism. If you go whole hog into spirit and you don't leave anything for cunning, you may have trouble hitting people with direct damage abilities. I believe the Gaze of Drig is like that for the occultist. You throw like an eyeball, whatever, and even though it explodes, you can quote unquote miss targets and do 0 damage. And if you have the version with a long cooldown, that can be kind of hefty. What are you gonna do? Basic attack them with low offense score? Man, that area damage is so high for these. A Rift spawn, I think. Rift Scourge? Yeah, I think they're Scourge. I do this thing where I don't stare so much at the health bar, I only glance at it occasionally, and I'm usually staring right at my dude the entire time. Like if I were to play an MMO, I would try and position my character with the camera as close to the skill bar as possible so I could watch my skill bar as I'm hitting the buttons on the keyboard, and if I see like the area underneath me turn orange, then I know to run away from some kind of boss damage attack. You know, the freaking slams, or it's basically the red area of death. Apparently a lot of people have trouble moving out of those because they're just sitting there staring at their skill bar or the health bar. It's like, no, you need to pay attention. These people have been griping me about that. Well, not griping, but pointing it out. Dun, 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 dun. That was delayed. I relish the challenge. Boom. Dum 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 dum. Ow! I keep forgetting that I have the regeneration ability. I'm used to playing more fragile characters where if you drop to like two-thirds of your health, you're hitting the potion button. I don't play glass cannons, but I do play some somewhat fragile characters. I try and go for about medium robustness. You know, middle of the ground. Not too weak, not too strong. Can fill a lot of roles, general purpose. Oh no, you were going bye-bye. Who is spitting us? There. Oh, you're a supporter, huh? Healing! This is why I don't like taking out that one that's sitting on the fringe and just trying to pelt me with projectiles. Ah, that freaking area damage is so strong. Look at that. These little ones aren't doing the damage. Let's see here. Look at this. Okay, those ones aren't doing as much. Is it based on their health? Ew. By the way, I'm resisting nearly half of that damage, and it's still doing that much. I think its damage is slightly high, and on top of that, it's compounded by how many of them there are. Then again, maybe it's some melee attacks. Who knows? They just have piercing on them or something, because I thought I had a decent amount of armor. Maybe I don't. Got elemental resist up the wazoo, but kind of want to sacrifice it. Fire, poison, bleeding, those are really common damage types in this game. Well, in most games, actually. I think I went over that. Don't remember. Great, there's another toad. We just do them for their shinies, but also you worry because they might kill you.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh yeah, I was talking about alcohol. No, the Seagrams are really tasty, but
See you around.
they're also going back to it. There's another thing that I used to have a lot of that wouldn't have gone bad, but it was in my fridge for like a year, 2 years. And that was, ooh, screen turned white. What's that? Uh-oh. Did the stream die? That's not good. Oh, let's see if we can fix it.